Ladies and gentlemen, co-main event tomorrow is scheduled for 12 rounds from Norfolk, Virginia. A 2020 Olympic silver medalist, now undefeated as a professional with 13 wins. 9 of his 13 wins come by way of knockout. Tomorrow, making his super lightweight debut, let's welcome the former WBO lightweight champion of the world, the undefeated Keyshawn, the businessman Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. First welcome, a native of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, now fighting out of Sicklerville, New Jersey. His professional record, 17 wins, 2 defeats, 7 wins, come by way of knockout. He is the former WBC USA Silver Champion, Nahir Pretty Boy Albright.
The lights inside the arena feel heavier than usual as the undefeated storm of Keyshawn Davis collides with the fearless aggression of Nahir Albright on May 16th, 2026. Every camera flashes toward the ring because this is more than another boxing match. This is a violent collision between elite performance and pure survival. Fans know both men carry dangerous knockout power, but only one can leave with momentum toward championship-level greatness. The tension surrounding this fight already feels cinematic, like the opening scene of a brutal sports documentary built around pressure, pride, and legacy. Keyshawn Davis walks into this fight carrying the confidence of a future superstar. His Olympic background, elite footwork, and razor-sharp boxing analysis inside the ring have transformed him into one of the most dangerous young fighters in the lightweight division. Davis does not waste movement, and that calm style makes his combinations even more terrifying. He embarrassed experienced opponents with timing, speed, and ring IQ that looked years ahead of his age. Every victory pushed his name closer to world title conversations, and every performance proved he belongs among boxing's elite talents. Across the ring stands Nahir Albright, a fighter who built his reputation through grit, pressure, and fearless exchanges. Albright has never looked interested in safe decisions or cautious tactics. He thrives during chaos, especially when opponents begin feeling uncomfortable under constant pressure. His toughness became impossible to ignore after several brutal battles where he refused to back away despite punishment. Fans respect him because he fights with emotion and urgency every second. Against technical boxers, Albright often turns the fight ugly, dragging opponents into dangerous exchanges where momentum can suddenly shift with one explosive shot. The story between these fighters already carries unfinished business and hidden tension. Their previous meetings sparked controversy, arguments, and endless debate throughout the boxing community. Some believed Keyshawn Davis proved his superiority with clean technique and sharper combinations, while others felt Nahir Albright exposed weaknesses through relentless pressure and stubborn durability. That unresolved energy now follows them directly into this rematch. Both men understand this fight could permanently shape their reputation in the lightweight division. One victory creates championship momentum, while one devastating loss could force painful questions about future title ambitions and long-term dominance. As the opening bell rings, Davis immediately establishes rhythm with his educated jab and lightning-fast counters. The crowd reacts every time his punches snap sharply through the air because his timing looks almost effortless. Albright, however, refuses to respect that distance for long. He marches forward behind heavy pressure, throwing hard hooks toward the body and forcing exchanges along the ropes. The contrast becomes beautiful and violent at the same time. Davis represents precision and control, while Albright represents pressure and destruction. Every second inside the ring feels like a dangerous chess match played with knockout power. By the middle rounds, the fight transforms into pure cinematic tension. Davis begins landing combinations that freeze the crowd in shock, especially when his uppercuts split through Albright's defense during close exchanges. Slow-motion replay moments seem inevitable as sweat explodes through arena lights after every clean punch. Yet Albright keeps walking forward with unbelievable determination. He absorbs punishment but answers with brutal body shots that slowly drain Davis' movement. Analysts at ringside start debating whether the younger technician can maintain this pace. The pressure grows heavier, and suddenly the entire momentum of the fight feels unstable and unpredictable. Then comes the turning point that changes everything inside the arena. During a violent exchange near center ring, Albright lands a crushing left hook that forces Davis backward for the first time all night. The crowd erupts instantly because the undefeated favorite suddenly looks vulnerable. Davis quickly regains balance, but the energy inside the building completely shifts. Albright senses weakness and attacks with reckless confidence, throwing combinations from every angle. For several dangerous moments, Davis finds himself trapped under relentless pressure, fighting not only against punches but also against growing doubts surrounding his ability to survive deep adversity. What makes this battle unforgettable is the intelligence both fighters display during chaos. Davis does not panic after absorbing punishment. Instead, he adjusts his angles, slows the tempo, and begins controlling distance with smarter movement. That championship-level composure separates elite fighters from ordinary contenders. Meanwhile, Albright refuses to abandon aggression, even after missing huge shots that could end the fight instantly. His mentality remains built around pressure and endurance. Every round becomes a psychological war where discipline fights emotion. Neither man gives away weakness, but both understand one mistake could completely destroy months of preparation. As the championship rounds approach, fatigue starts revealing deeper truths about both fighters. Davis still moves sharply, but his breathing grows heavier after absorbing constant body attacks from Albright. The pressure fighter, however, also begins showing damage around his eyes after repeated counter combinations. Every exchange now carries desperation because both men realize the fight may be slipping away. Ringside commentators scream during wild moments as punches crash through exhausted defenses. This no longer feels like a technical boxing analysis session. It feels like survival between two warriors refusing to surrender under overwhelming physical and emotional pressure. One sequence in the late rounds captures the entire spirit of this fight. Davis slips a dangerous right hand, pivots beautifully toward the center, and lands a perfectly timed combination that sends the crowd into chaos. For a split second, Albright freezes under the impact. The replay angle would look almost unreal, with Davis showing elite speed and accuracy under intense pressure. But instead of falling, Albright fires back immediately with vicious body shots that force Davis to clinch. That exchange symbolizes everything about this matchup: skill against toughness, timing against pressure, and composure against relentless aggression. Mentally, this fight may become the toughest challenge of Keyshawn Davis' career. Technically gifted fighters often struggle when opponents refuse to break emotionally, and Albright carries that dangerous mentality into every exchange. Davis must remain disciplined while avoiding reckless moments that favor Albright's aggressive style. At the same time, Albright understands he cannot simply chase knockouts carelessly because Davis punishes mistakes faster than most lightweight contenders. The deeper this battle goes, the more ring IQ matters. Every adjustment becomes critical because both fighters possess enough power to completely change the fight with one explosive combination. Heading into the final rounds, the atmosphere inside the arena feels unforgettable. Fans stand screaming while both fighters exchange punches through exhaustion and swelling damage. Davis continues landing cleaner combinations, but Albright keeps forcing brutal exchanges that test his endurance. Judges at ringside likely face a nightmare trying to score such competitive rounds. This moment changes everything because the fight now depends on heart more than strategy. Neither fighter wants to surrender momentum before the final bell. The pressure surrounding every punch becomes unbearable, creating the exact type of dramatic warfare that turns boxing matches into legendary memories. If Keyshawn Davis wins, the most realistic scenario comes through technical dominance mixed with smart adjustments during dangerous moments. His speed, ring IQ, and elite counterpunching give him advantages that become more visible over long rounds. A late stoppage remains possible if Albright absorbs too much clean punishment while chasing pressure. However, overlooking Albright would be a massive mistake. His toughness and body attack create genuine upset potential throughout the fight. If Davis loses focus or trades recklessly, Albright absolutely has the power and mentality to shock the boxing world with a brutal momentum-changing knockout. When the final bell eventually echoes across the arena, fans will remember this fight as a violent showcase of heart, discipline, and championship ambition. Keyshawn Davis may enter as the sharper technician, but Nahir Albright brings the type of relentless pressure capable of breaking even elite fighters mentally and physically. That balance makes this matchup impossible to ignore. My final prediction leans toward Davis by hard-fought unanimous decision after surviving terrifying pressure moments late in the fight. Still, one explosive exchange could instantly rewrite the ending because this matchup feels destined for drama, controversy, and unforgettable violence.